Mao Mao has Jinshi spiraling so bad, it drives him to kiss another person. This is literally one of the funniest scenes in the entire Apothecary Diary series. This comes from light novel 6, which is the head of the anime and manga. Jinshi is currently spiraling because he kissed Mao Mao the night before, and after they had this little makeout session, she literally just wiped the spit and she got up, she made an excuse, and she left. And he felt that he definitely lost the upper hand in that whole situation. And if we're being honest, he totally did. So later in his room, he decides to confide in Boston, his attendant, who he's milk brothers with, so they're pretty close. And during this conversation, Jinshi is trying to be ambiguous. He doesn't want him to know that he's talking about Mao Mao. He says there's someone that he wants to triumph over, that he is out of practice, and that the two of them fought over something minor and he lost. And of course, Boston is surprised that Jinshi would lose at anything, so he's like, hey, how can I help? And Jinshi's like, oh, that's kind of weird that you're offering because you're like straight. But you know, I guess it doesn't count because like you're offering and this is just practice. Boston says he's worried about his stamina and Jinshi's like, don't really know why you need to be concerned with that. At this point, Jinshi's a little worried about Boston and maybe he's picked something up at the verdigris house. He's kind of worried and is like, should I tell his dad? At this point, Boston looks really eager that it's nothing more than practice and that it's not a big deal, it's just pretend. He even suggests moving it because it's too cramped in the room and Jinshi's like, no, I just want to get this over with, let's get this done. So every time Jinshi is like going to lean in, Boston's like dodging away and he's like, that's so funny, you're being just like Mao Mao, like how did you know? And he's dodging and when he's trying to speak, he's like, shh, silence. Like he's trying to picture Mao Mao in his head and he doesn't need him ruining it. And he has him pinned to the wall at this point. His mouth is covered delicately with Jinshi's fingers. And it is this time where this romantic gesture is going on, then none other than Aduo burst in the room and she's like, let's have a drink. And she looks at what's going on and she's like, oh. She sees Jinshi have this man pinned to the wall in this romantic embrace and she goes, actually, Jinshi doesn't need to pick out a flower. I was mistaken, referring to Jinshi picking someone to marry. She then immediately leaves the room and closes the door and apparently all you could hear in the estate was the sound of two men shouting at each other.